To be honest, before this semester started, my knowledge of the Rays baseball team and of St. Pete as a whole was very lacking.
Before the semester started, I hardly knew anything about the Rays or the stadium. I'd driven past it a number of times, so I guess I knew where the location was, but I didn't know anything else.
Well, I follow baseball just probably the same amount of every other guy my age, you know. We're all into sports, so I've seen plenty of games there. But I didn't think about the stadium to be redeveloped on all my earlier times there. So when we went back, it was interesting to look at the empty parking lot and just think about what could be in that space.
The fabric of the city is in constant change, and that change is only but a product of all the different communities engaging with each other on an everyday basis. For this semester, that was our main goal, as we wanted the students to go beyond the classroom doors, and we wanted to take them into the communities so they can experience and meet the actors firsthand.
So the goal of this urban design studio for 2015 was to try and look at a resource, one of the few 80-acre urban parcels in any size American city that will come into play in some manner over the next 5 to 10 years.
We, the community, sort of assume that whole site is a stadium. And what your model shows is it could be much more, either with or without. Either way, we could dramatically increase the intensity and density and revenue and jobs by any of those models.
The Tropicana field site and its potential redevelopment is going to steer that local community or surrounding community and the economic face of this city for generations to come. Its potential is of enormous proportion.
The workshops were really helpful because there was architects and city planners there that had in-depth knowledge on the site, on St. Pete as a whole.
The workshops are extremely helpful because you can't exactly design for a community if you don't know what the community needs or the people in the community want.
Well, the workshops were very influential for our development. At the beginning, it started with working with the city officials, so we got to see firsthand what people that strongly influenced the area thought about it and what some of their ideas were. And then later in the semester, after the art installation, we had firsthand experience with the locals in the area, and some of them, really seeing a very diverse and interesting variety of answers. So that was very helpful, and we took a lot of consideration on what they thought, and we incorporated that into our project.
The installation in St. Pete was really enlightening to get closer to the residents of St. Pete and see how they feel about the Tropicana site, and even to see how they felt before the Tropicana was even there. The installation was really fun, and you could tell that the residents were really open to being outside and being engaged with other people and starting conversations, and you can tell that they really were looking for something to fill the void there at the Tropicana.
On one hand, you have the community that's able to verbalize what they want, and they're able to verbalize what are their current needs. And in the other, you have design solutions provided by the students that are based on those needs. They're not based on speculation, they're based on first-hand information that they received.
Cities are always works in progress. They're always a bit unfinished. The city is typically not aligned behind one thing. And so that's really the challenge here, is how to do multiple programs, multiple uses to fit multiple needs and multiple constituencies in the city.
You hear so many discussion points and all this debate about what to do with it, stadium, non-stadium. I think it's a tremendous urban design potential, and the more exploration, the more eyes on it, the better. It's probably the only project I think of its kind with the kind of potential that it has probably in the country. Maybe I'm overstating that, but I think it's critically important.